Hey, legends in the making! You're tuned to WWE Uncovered, bringing WWE to your screen daily. Hit that bell and let's start. Right at the top of SmackDown, the energy in the arena was electric, and fans were buzzing with anticipation. But backstage, the real fireworks happened when Rhea Ripley came face-to-face with Liv Morgan. It wasn't in the ring with the crowd reacting or referees watching. It was behind the scenes, in the hallways, where the tension feels more raw and unfiltered. Ripley, known for her dominance in the women's division, and Morgan, a fan favorite who has been steadily rising through hard-fought battles, exchanged a moment that immediately drew attention and speculation from fans. This confrontation carried more than just competitive energy. It hinted at a storyline that blends pride, ambition, and respect in the women's division. The moment felt intimate yet intense, giving viewers a glimpse into the deeper emotional layer of their rivalry. The history between Ripley and Morgan. To understand why this moment resonated, it's important to look at the history between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. Their story stretches back years and has seen its share of shifts between friendship, rivalry, and competition for championships. Ripley's reign as women's champion established her as one of the most formidable forces in WWE, while Morgan has steadily carved out her own place, overcoming obstacles and consistently proving herself in high-stakes matches. This clash of styles, Ripley's raw power versus Morgan's resilience, has been simmering quietly for some time, making a backstage confrontation feel inevitable. Their previous encounters have layered their relationship with respect, tension, and a mutual understanding of each other's abilities, which adds depth to every interaction, both in and out of the ring. Setting the stage earlier in SmackDown, subtle hints of tension were visible. Morgan was on a wave of momentum, energized by her recent performances, while Ripley returned to the spotlight with her signature intensity that reminded everyone of her reputation as a top competitor. Their paths crossing backstage made perfect sense, and the hallway setting gave the encounter a more personal feel. Unlike the structured environment of the ring, a backstage confrontation allows for emotions to be expressed without restraint. And that's exactly what happened. Morgan walked confidently, riding the energy from her prior match, when Ripley suddenly appeared, instantly shifting the dynamic of the scene. It wasn't about physical confrontation. It was about presence, energy, and a mutual acknowledgement of what each represents in the division. The emotional weight. What made this moment compelling was the emotional depth. Morgan isn't just any challenger. She represents someone who has steadily risen, earning her place and respect. Ripley, on the other hand, is a competitor known for focus and determination. Acknowledging Morgan in this setting signals recognition of her as a worthy adversary. Every glance, pause, and subtle exchange carried significance, emphasizing the personal and professional stakes involved. It wasn't about aggression. It was about conveying the history, ambition, and mutual respect that underpins their rivalry. Morgan's response showed her confidence and belief in her own abilities, giving fans a moment that blended competition with narrative development. Championship context. The rivalry is also tied to championship history, which adds stakes to every interaction. Ripley reclaimed the women's championship from Morgan in a previous high-profile match, and that moment remains a defining point in their story. It wasn't just a title change, it symbolized a turning point in how both competitors view each other. Every confrontation now carries echoes of those past victories and setbacks. The hallway moment served as a reminder of those stakes, showing that while matches and titles define part of their story, the personal journey and evolution of each character play an equally important role. Narrative layers beyond championship context. Their rivalry has deeper layers. Previous tag matches, surprise appearances, and unexpected twists have added complexity to their shared history. These moments create a tapestry of interactions that make each confrontation more meaningful. The backstage exchange wasn't isolated. It was the culmination of years of storytelling, moments of respect, competitive spirit, and shared experiences. These elements make the feud resonate with fans because it's not just about one match or one incident. It's about the ongoing journey of two performers pushing each other to new heights. Fan reactions. As soon as the backstage interaction aired, fans reacted immediately on social media. Many praised Morgan for her composure and confidence, highlighting her growth as a performer. Others focused on Ripley's intensity, emphasizing her stature as a dominant figure in the division. Discussions erupted around what might happen next, with fans theorizing about possible matchups, stipulations, or multi-person feuds that could evolve from this encounter. The strong engagement shows that WWE's storytelling works not just in the ring, but through these small, narrative-driven moments that keep fans invested in the long-term arcs of its stars. Strategic storytelling backstage confrontations are more than just dramatic segments. They're storytelling tools. They foreshadow upcoming matches, hint at emotional stakes, and set the stage for extended rivalries. The Ripley-Morgan moment was no exception. By placing the confrontation away from the ring, WWE signaled that there's more to this rivalry than just in-ring competition. It creates anticipation, encourages fan discussion, and lays the foundation for a storyline that can evolve over weeks or even months. The backstage environment emphasizes character, presence, and tension, which strengthens the audience's connection to the story being told. Possible scenarios. Looking ahead, there are several ways this storyline could develop. A one-on-one championship match is the most obvious direction, given the history and stakes between Ripley and Morgan. Alternatively, WWE could explore more narrative-driven match types, including stipulation matches that emphasize the personal nature of their rivalry. There's also the potential for broader storylines involving allies or other competitors, expanding the conflict into a multi-woman feud. Each possibility maintains excitement, allows character growth, and ensures the rivalry remains engaging for fans beyond the immediate confrontation. Character development. This backstage moment also serves as a turning point for both characters. Ripley is established as a strong, commanding presence in the division, and confronting Morgan highlights her awareness of emerging threats. For Morgan, the interaction reinforces her resilience, confidence, and ability to stand toe-to-toe with a top competitor. Both performers benefit from the narrative tension, which adds layers to their arcs and provides fans with a compelling storyline rooted in growth, respect, and competition. This balance between character development and storyline progression is what makes WWE's storytelling effective and memorable. The impact on the division. The significance of this moment extends beyond the two competitors. It signals that the women's division is entering a period of high-energy storylines and evolving rivalries. Fans can expect matches with both emotional depth and athletic intensity. By highlighting the personal stakes, WWE ensures that every match, promo, and segment involving Ripley and Morgan will feel meaningful, reinforcing the division's importance and relevance in the broader WWE landscape. The backstage confrontation is a catalyst for future storytelling, setting a tone of competitive spirit, ambition, and respect that shapes the division's direction. Conclusion. The backstage encounter between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan was far more than a simple segment. It was a narrative milestone. It combined personal history, championship context, and emotional stakes in a way that resonated deeply with fans. The moment created anticipation for future matches, potential storylines, and character development while keeping the audience engaged and invested. Ripley and Morgan's rivalry is entering a pivotal phase, one that blends respect, competition, and ambition, making the women's division one of WWE's most exciting arenas for storytelling. Fans are left wondering what's next, eagerly following every promo, social media interaction, and televised segment, knowing that this confrontation marks the beginning of something significant in WWE's women's landscape.